Hello TCG and Lorcana enthusiasts, and welcome back to yet another Lorcana gameplay video where we are back in Pixelborn in the best 2 out of 3 format, checking out our Broom Control deck we just profiled this week. Check the link down in the description below for that video. Without further ado, let's jump into the games and see how well we do. Alright, so we are going the second, and not bad right now. We got our Mickey, we got a Broom, we got a couple of 3-cost stuff. Let's knock this stuff out, because like I said, this Sorcerer Spellbook is really just a late game card. Like, mid to late. Another Mickey, another Broom, okay. I mean, this isn't bad. These Brooms aren't great right now, and we're playing something utilizing Bodyguards. Alright, so we have an Amber style deck. That's actually pretty nice. I'm only playing one of this in the deck, basically because it's just here to allow me to see the top 2 cards in my deck to kind of find out what's there. So we're just going to put away this Hans, and we're just going to pass. So right now, alright, so it's Amber Steel. I wonder if it's a heavy Amber Steel healing deck. That's my guess. I'm going to put a Mickey Mouse into our Inkwell here, because that's what it feels like. I'm gonna put the Tinkerbell on the top of my deck. I mean, next turn we're gonna go Maleficent, draw a card. My guess is that's what he's doing. He's probably playing some kind of Steel Amber heal deck. Anyways, just so you know, this Prince has a resist 1 and Bodyguard, and he does start questing for 2 a turn, so. Yes, I can do an extra damage with Smash, but it's not going to be great. I'm going to take that. Play this, draw the card I want. Pass. Yeah, he only deals 1 damage, and he is a Bodyguard. Like I said, still has such good cards right now with resist. Interesting. So that was the supporter Milan. We know he's playing some songs. We saw it. Alright. Let's put a Broom into our Inkwell here. So she only removes damage from Chosen Princess. Again, now he's got 4 lore on the board per turn. See, top card. The big Tinkerbell is pretty nice, but I think I'm going to take Swords. I'm going to put this out. I'll only take a damage here. But I mean, that does remove that. It's better to remove these Bodyguards here, especially because he would just heal the 1 damage off of it. So we got the supporter Mulan. It's going to fire the cannon, knocking out the Rafiki. Questing. Put the Binja over there. The greatest problem I have right now. I don't want to use Swords. God, man, all his guys quest for mass amount of lore. I'm gonna just put the Mickey in play and pass. Yeah, he's got another 4 per turn. My one problem is this. Maybe I should have brought Binja in sooner. Or he's just playing Princess Steel. I mean, yeah, Amber has a good amount of princesses. I wouldn't really say they're great by any means, but nonetheless, they are good. Okay. I'm going to put the Smash into the Inkwell here. I'm going to take the Tinkerbell. I'm going to bring this in. She quests for 3, but they can't quest per turn. I'm going to knock out the supporter. She deals 2 damage a turn. Yeah, I'm gonna knock it out. I have not seen any of my really good draw cards. I spoke in my deck list that there's definitely a chance to put in like your oh gosh, what is the card I was thinking of? Right, putting in like the beast from the Rise of the Floodborn to draw that extra card if he's not damaged, I think probably would have been a good idea here. I'm surprised I haven't really seen. There's the card I was afraid of. Yeah, there it is. I'm about to say, I haven't really seen any, like, steel control cards. Shoot, I just forgot. Yeah, like, I joked, like, I hadn't seen any of the steel control, and there's the steel. There's the grab your swords. Yeah, then he just quests for 3 here, readies that princess, and I don't think I have it out at all. Top deck her. Yeah, because he heals, he starts healing this. Well, that only heals A damage. I mean, that's the problem. He gets a card here. I put him up to 5. Just gonna put that down. Quest with this to gain a lore pass. Yeah, it does remove 1 damage, which then gets him a draw off of this Rapunzel. Reason why he had to restand this Rapunzel, it has no attack. So, I mean, I don't claim any damage off of it. But I mean, this is only a 1 damage right now, so he's going to put down Beast Smear. I still have a way to out this, I think. It's going to be tough, because then he goes to 17. No, 18. So I mean, this, literally, this Rapunzel wins him the game. Yeah, I don't have a way to out this Rapunzel. Because my next draw is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell can only deal 2 damage, but... Or he's going to suddenly decide to put her in Exerted. I mean, he's not feeling threatened, I could tell. No, all he has to do is bring out that prince, yeah. Bring her in bodyguarded, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, he's got me. I don't have anything there. Game 1 to our opponent. On to game 2. Alright, we're going second again here. Let's see what we got. Not a great hand. Ooh, gosh. We'll keep 1 Rafiki in our hand, but everything else is going. Alright, that's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Man, I do feel like you kind of need to play the beast in this deck so that you can get that extra draw per turn. Or get some better draw engines in here. Alright, so we're playing Sapphire Steel, as we see a 1-drop Captain Hook. Gosh, this actually is not great. I guess I'll throw that Tinkerbell into my Inkwell and pass the turn. I mean, I play some, like, nice 1-drops in this deck, like this Captain Hook. Yeah, I mean, I don't play, like, a high amount of, like, non-inkable stuff, but still. Ugh. I could definitely see like putting this spellbook down to like maybe like a 2 of copy. So he's playing Steel Control as well, or some aspect of Steel Control. Binja now. Ugh. I'm gonna have to throw a Mickey in there. Pass. I mean, right now he's questing very slow, so I mean we don't have to worry. And he hasn't really ramped. Like I said, he hasn't really started up a ramp engine just yet, but this does mean he has a big Tinkerbell in hand. This is like a telltale sign of big Tinkerbells. I'm gonna knock out the prince. Problem is now we have big Tinkerbell on the board, which means I have to deal with that coming up. Well, I mean, that removes that from being a problem. Alright, so that's the 2 lore Aurora. So no, he hasn't used that. Okay, so he's going to discard here. Another little Tinkerbell. Probably going to put the Benja in my Inkwell here. He's not doing anything right now. I play this. Knock out Captain Hook and pass the turn. I am playing more control on him than, you know, I'm questing what he quests over there. I play more control. My question is, does he have the big tank? Alright, well, he does have big tank because he definitely can't shift. What's your shift cost again? It's 4, so he would have needed 1 more ink in there anyways. Another Beast's Mirror. It's actually not bad. I could smash and knock something out. This broom does give me a resist 1. So I would be able to survive against the killing off the Aurora. I'm gonna put the smash into my Inkwell. Yeah. I'm gonna put out this broom, give myself a resist 1. That way I survive. And then I'm gonna put out this broom, and let's cycle back that Rafiki, just shuffle up the deck. Surprised he hasn't been able to bring out Big Tinkerbell yet. He must not have found it yet. Okay, so there's a 2 questing Maleficent at 3/4. So you can't play Big Tink here, and you can't use the Beast Mirror anyways. Discard another Aurora. Okay. Unfortunately, Maleficent's got to go to the Inkwell here. We're gonna bring out Tinkerbell. Knock out Little Tink. Yeah, knocks out Rafiki and then quest and quest. Now I threaten Tinkerbell use here. Not much, I have another Rafiki in hand and I have a Sorcerer Spellbook to start gaining that lore. So that knocks out that broom. I haven't seen any of my other 2 Mickey Mouses. Okay. Bring that in, quest with it, quest with that, pass it. I'm not going to quest with anyway with my Tinkerbell. I just don't want to I don't want him to have the ability to threaten her. Okay, so depending on what that card in his hand is, reason why I was concerned about it. Again, Beast Mirror, you have to pay 3 ink to utilize its effect. Okay, I'll take that. Knock her out. Quest, quest, and quest. Now, I don't know if he's playing any way to remove items in his deck, so there is a possibility he could remove this my spell book. Not that it's winning me right now, but I mean, it is giving me another card. She's gonna go develop your brain. Makes sense. It's gonna matter on what he draws because he won't be able to use Beast's Mirror here. You have to have no cards in hand to utilize Beast's Mirror, and you also need 3 ink. Okay, so now he can use it. Mindful that he's gonna be down to 2 ink when he uses it. Another Captain Hook. Well, that's what I kind of need. I'm not going to swing with the Tinkerbell. Yeah, 2 damage already on my body. Knocking me out here wouldn't be great. Especially since this challenge is on a 3 body. So it's a challenger 3. Alright. I mean, that just cycles it back to my hand. I mean, it does give me the resist for a turn. It's pretty nice. Bring it out. I'm going to resist the Tinkerbell. Bring it out. She's a 3/4. Okay, so she really can't threaten Mickey. And this has a resist. This now has a resist 2 on her body. So meaning that I only take a single damage for knocking out this Maleficent. And like I said, I can't get... Yeah, even swords doesn't knock me out because I resist the damage on the swords That's hilarious. Not, of course, on the Mickey Mouse. So he's gonna go one jump ahead to claim another card, draw one. Unless it's a song, I doubt it. Even if it was Grab Your Swords, which is only played one of, and it could be cannons, but cannons can't do much. I'm not exactly sure why he did that, personally. That is a win. All right. One loss, one win. On to game 3. All right. This is not a bad hand. I don't need 2 Mickey and 2 Binjas. Let's take out the other Mickey. Let's take out the other Smash. And we'll leave Cauldron, Binja, and Maleficent. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Now, I will say the one thing I kind of wish this game did have was a format of best 2 out of 3 instead of the best of 1 format. I don't think there's anything wrong with the best of 1 format. Again, Master Duel does the exact same thing, but the problem is, like, for these like testing videos where, you know, I want to take a deck and do a best 2 out of 3, the problem is that we can't play a 2 best out of 3 out of the same deck. We're playing a best of 1 format. Okay, so he's probably got lanterns, so I'm just gonna throw this Tinkerbell over here, put out this Cauldron, look at the Cauldron, blah 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 blah. Let's top deck the Rafiki. He's Amber Amethyst. He's an aggro deck. This is a 1/1. It's not killing over a Captain Hook. So he's aggro. There is a really cool just go ham hyper aggro deck that's just like playing like, I think it's like Stitch Rockstar now, hyper aggro. So yeah, that was what I kind of, I mean, it didn't really matter befuddle or not befuddle. I was getting befuddled anyways. Okay, so that's a Singer. Now we got Pascal on the board. Okay, so we do have Rafiki now to be just slightly more aggressive. I'm gonna put the Magic Broom in there. Let's put out, oh shoot, I should have triggered the Cauldron so I could see what my top card was. We'll get this Broom. We already have that Benji in hand, so we're gonna pass. Let's see, Befuddle, spin back, 2 costs or less. I mean, heck, if he wants to spin back a Maleficent and give me another draw, I will be more than happy to take it. Mind you that next turn we can do like Rafiki, Captain Hook. Because like I said, with a Rusher on the board, it'll be very nice. Again, Hyper Aggro is playing Madam Him the Fox. Because what you're going to do is like put out like Pinocchio up on the board. Okay. So now he has a Pascal lock going. That's probably one of the most annoying things ever is this Pascal lock you can get in this deck. That's actually very nice. Okay, we'll draw that. What we're going to do is we're going to put out Rafiki. Yeah, I know I haven't put anything in my Inkwell. We're going to hit that. Knock that out. I'm going to put one of these brooms in there, and I'm going to bring out Captain Hook. Pass. Again, I have also Zeus to still do damage, but again, be mindful that now he's Pascal locked himself. There's no way for me to damage the 2 Pascals because I'm not playing anyone that has the ability to get into an evasive. So he's going to go Madam Him the Fox. The thing is, if I knock out Madam Him the Fox, I, in essence, open that Pascal lock. Okay, so he did not have another Pascal. The Binja will go there. I haven't seen any items out of him. Okay, so you're a 4/3. There's really no point in resisting here, so let's just draw 2. Okay, that's not bad. I can actually cycle a card here. Let's knock that out. And then I will knock this out. I'm going to play the Brooms, and I'm going to cycle back Maleficent. And pass. Again, I still have Zeus. another magic broom to resist, and I have Rafiki. So in essence, I can now start dealing with the hyper aggro decks. But again, I need him to start, of course, doing his... Okay, so King Arthur, meaning that next turn he's going to start doing something I don't want him doing. Which is very annoying for this. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. A Mickey Mouse. What's the top card of my deck? Let's take that. I'm going to just put that there. I don't see a point in doing... Just going to quest with the broom and that's it. Now we do need to be mindful. He can play anything for the turn. This will just bring it down right onto the field, and then he just goes quest for 1, and then spin that guy back to his hand and get another 2 lore. Especially if it's like Merlin Goat, gain a lore, quest, gain a lore, spin back, gain 3 lore because you gain 2 off Arthur, 1 off Merlin Goat. So, or he's just going to use it for the Sing. Okay, but yeah. There's a dumb combo with this is that you just bring a guy out, even though they have summoning sickness, then you just quest with Arthur, spin it back to your hand, and gain 3 lore for free off that. Yeah, it's not great, but it is kind of hilarious. You can just do that. Or you can bounce the Arthur back to your hand to protect it. Of course, this doesn't have Rush, all it does is bounce. And then the Arthur can come back down again. It's like Arthur's a 3 cost. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's interesting gameplay there. We're gonna cycle that back. Because then what the Arthur can do here is it's gonna just be a loop. What you're gonna see him, he's just gonna loop this. Arthur, quest, gain the lore, spin that back to his hand, gain 2. And he's just gonna loop this constantly. That's all he's gonna do, is he's just going to loop these 2 cards infinitely. So, it's annoying, but it is an infinite loop that he can do. But yeah, bounce infinite loop is very, very interesting. As we're gonna see right here, like I said, I just pointed it out. He could infinitely loop bounce this and force me to have no way to out it, other than trying to quickly outpace his lore count. Because all he has to do is quest Arthur, gain him 1, bounce that back, gain another 2 to go to gain basically 3 for that turn. Heck, all he has to do is also just, he can quest with these 2, gain 2, quest here, quest, bounce this back, this bounces himself back to his hand. Okay, I mean, that just gives me the broom back to my hand. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff in my grave for these brooms to really be useful. But, I mean, he just constantly does this loop bounce. Okay, so we got Merlin the Hare. That's going to draw him a card. My guess is he's going to quest now, bounce the Merlin the Hare, and then get another card. Again, the Hare isn't bad. I know, like, the Lobster for Merlin is kind of, right now, being, like, meta. Like, for, I think, a Amethyst Ruby deck strategy. Which, of course, the Amethyst Ruby is using the Bounce Engine cards. I really thought, like, the bounce deck was going to be like Amethyst Amber, but no, like, the really good bounce deck is actually on the Ruby side, because it's an aggressive bounce style. So it'll be interesting when he spins back, because this will put this Arthur to lethal. Okay, he really is aggroing right now. My guess is the Hare is going back to his hand so that he can get an extra draw. I would have thought he was going to go Madam Hidden the Snake and just constantly bounce back, and in essence, I don't have a way to exert his guys. So he, in essence, constantly is just gaining at like 5 lore a turn. No, it would have been 4 lore a turn. But nonetheless, that is interesting thought process. We'll cycle the Fiki back. Let's look at there's nothing really else to cycle. Yeah, let's grab this Tinkerbell. Gonna put Prince Eric over there. And then I'm gonna summon Zeusman. Zeusman, knock that out. We are going to send this broom at the snake. knocking it out, and then I get the broom back, and then quest, and I truly doubt he's going to attack that, so quest and pass. So we know he has the hare in the hand right now, which is a 4 cost. It's just going to matter what he drew off the hare and drew first turn. Oh, I'm totally right. The hare gets to draw him a card, so he gets to draw another card here. Pinocchio, yep. The overly hyper card here. So hyper aggression, you basically in essence use Madam Him the Fox to bounce this back to your hand. So you quest with it for 3, then you bounce it back to your hand, and you do it all over again. So you basically bring it out again, not on the safety of it not being hurt or anything like that. Mind you that this hare does draw him a card when it dies, so we do have to be mindful of that. Let's just grab that Tinkerbell. We're just going to quest with everything, except we're going to keep the Captain Hook standing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I have this win here. I just have too many bodies now compared to him. Yep, that's the win. So we got 2 games out of it. Just took a third one to get our 2 wins. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that game play. Let me know down in the comments all your thoughts on it. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.